over 400 goals and over 100 assists in about 600 games. There are very few players who have reached those kind of numbers, but if there is one man who has, it's Robert Lewandowski. The Polish striker is an absolute legend of football and will go down in history as one of the greatest strikers of all time. Yet, even for him, there comes an end as well. At Barcelona this season, Lewandowski hasn't been at his best to say the least. As a matter of fact, he's maybe even been one of Barcelona's problems. Luckily for Barça, there is someone standing next in line. The 18-year-old Brazilian talent Vitor Roque will probably join Barcelona in January, and he's exactly the kind of player Barcelona need right now. Why is he the solution to Barcelona's problems? And how can he impact Barcelona? Well, that is what we'll discuss in this video, so make sure to stay tuned. First of all, we have to specify what exactly the problem is that Vitor Roque is the solution to. Lewandowski this season has simply been worse than last season. He's averaging 0.5 goals per game in La Liga right now and 2.8 shots per game, whereas last season that was 0.7 goals per game and 4 shots per game. That is quite a significant difference. In his last season at Bayern Munich, he even scored 1 goal per game and averaged 4.7 shots per game. You might tell me that that's not Lewandowski's fault and that he just doesn't get the supply that he needs. That's definitely one of the explanations. Barcelona don't have Dembélé anymore, who provided a lot of opportunities for Lewandowski. And apart from Joao Felix maybe, there is no player who really creates that many chances. Ferran Torres, Rafinha, they're not really helping Lewandowski out too much. But Lewandowski is at fault for this himself as well. It's not only his final product that has gone up in smoke. He's less effective, accurate and fluent in his link-up play as well. In the current season, he's averaging 29.8 touches, 0.8 key passes and 0.5 successful dribbles per game. Last season, those numbers were 37.9 touches, 1.1 key passes and 0.9 successful dribbles. While in his last season at Bayern Munich, it was 38.1 touches, 1.1 key passes and 1.4 successful dribbles per game. Lewandowski might not be a roaming false nine like Antoine Griezmann is, but it's worrying how uninvolved he's been in the play. You don't want him to drop into midfield, but you do want him to be part of a dynamic attack and to link up with others. That's what he's been doing less this season, and that's why it's no surprise that he hasn't scored that many goals. Because Barcelona's attack has simply not been as fluent, and he himself is one of the reasons for that. That leads us to the conclusion of Barca's striker problem. They need a striker who's actually involved in the play, who doesn't slow down the play, and who links up with the other attackers. They need someone who is more like Luis Suarez and less like the current Lewandowski. That someone is none other than Vitor Roque. He is a fast, explosive striker who's great at shooting, can dribble very well too, and can link up with his teammates. But if there is one thing that he can add that Lewandowski doesn't, it's his pace, his runs in behind the defense, and his willingness to dribble or shoot himself and actually take that risk. One of Lewandowski's problems that we've not even talked about yet is the fact that he hasn't been mobile enough this season up till now. Making runs in behind the defense, positioning yourself in that way that the others get more room, those kind of things. That's also one of the reasons why he was less involved. Vitor Roque is guaranteed to make a lot of runs in behind the defense, to move a lot and to be a threat to the defense all game long. He will make Barcelona's attack more dynamic again. He will be involved in the link-up play and he will be a constant threat to the defense. He is exactly what Barcelona needs right now. But he's still only 18 years of age. It's unfair to expect him to immediately become Barcelona's focal point in attack. Lewandowski will still have to be Barcelona's main striker for this season. It's even still possible that Vitor Roque can join Barcelona in January yet. That's why I hope that Lewandowski can find himself again in the coming months. We simply still rely on him. For Vitor Roque, it will be perfect as well to be able to grow under Lewandowski and not to have to be the main striker yet. Slowly getting more minutes in the first team while being able to learn from one of the greatest strikers of all time, that's the perfect way to properly integrate into the first team. Vitor Roque is definitely an exciting player to look forward to, and I think he's just perfect given the problems that Barcelona have been dealing with lately. That was it for today's video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and feel free to share your own opinion in the comments down below. Thanks for your support. Força Barça, Força Lewandowski, Força Vitor Roque, and have a good day.